What's the drop?
It's giving very much fruity.
The flavor.
Let's get this roasted cooking.
Support that I've been able to keep making these videos and actually be able to make a living off of it. So if you enjoyed these videos, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I wanted to win. That's the biggest success. Like if you ever want to do something in life, just not wish for it. Just work hard for it.
So did you not want to win Drag Race?
I didn't need to.
Oh,
I'm a legend.
You didn't need to. Anyway, you're here in Vegas right now. You're doing a lot of amazing stuff, and you are a long way from Tigger. So a lot of people don't know this. Before Drag Race, whenever you got the call for Drag Race, you were working at Disney as like the character. And I think you said you were working like Tigger was like your main one you were doing. Can you give us a little Tigger right now? Next time when we have somebody else, and yeah,
Hopefully somebody better.
the bar is low. Thank you all so much.
Even like a silly little comment where like somebody's like, he looks X, Y, and Z, and then there'll be like a comment underneath, she.
And they say like, no, she bombed Snatch Game. She.
With the Billie Eilish look that you did though, like who told you about Billie Eilish? Was it like a niece or a nephew or something? Like, how did you find out about her? Yeah, some guy, he was riding the ride and they couldn't get the bar down, so they just let the ride go and he got flung off from it and he like sued them, had to go to the hospital, but you were looking
no, that was
okay. So
thank you. Yeah.
That's where you got your fear of heights, right?
You know, I do.
But even like outside of high school, like whenever you like did experience dating and meeting people, what do you think had more of a negative effect on your relationships or finding partners? Do we think is more due to your weight or the fact that you look like a butch lesbian?
Oh my God, Rosie O'Donnell, what is she doing here?
I'd wear it, but I mean, I'm just, you know, don't have the same ailments.
What do you mean?
I mean, I can eat sugar and not have to go to the hospital because I'm not a fucking baby.
Yeah, but also like, why not? Pretend you have diabetes. It's fine.
I'm there.
Okay, wait, can I guess why you gave this to me?
Yeah.
Big head?
Well, it's also bald. But
Okay.
Swear cute.
someone has to. Someone has to, you know. Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, cause like how successful you did have a relatively successful career for someone, especially starting as late as you did.
Yeah.
But at what point did you decide I'm gonna be the first, like, one of the first like drag queens on Ice? Like, when did you make the decision where like I'm gonna do this with unblended eyeshadow? Like, this is where.
Oh, that's the one.
There it is.
That's the one.
Really grateful that I did cocaine that one day in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Shout out to San Antonio. I'll see you in a few weeks. They're still booking me.
Yeah. But even despite being a crack whore, you've also developed. Do you feel like your charisma in drag is what really elevated you, despite how dry your wigs were?
This is what you brought me here for? You brought me here to drag me?
What was it specifically that made you feel like an alien of sorts in your scene? Because looking back, like you seemed like a pretty standard issue, teen from like the.
Holy shit!
You seemed like a pretty standard issue, chemically balanced teen of the time.
Look at that coconut head.
Yeah, so the audience can empathize and understand that you are just that pretentious. So thank you for that. But with that is the last bit of time we have. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
Fuck this show. I'm not doing this shit anymore. Able to jump in and jump out, like, why not?
Yeah, you know, a lot of queens, you know, they pick one awful gig and do it the whole rest of their life. So the fact that you have more than one decent gig, you know.
And now I can fail at 3, so.
Yeah, why stop there? And like, obviously what you're most known for now is your Taylor Swift illusion. And I would argue that you are probably the world's most famous Taylor Swift impersonator.
Thank you.
The best, questionable, but definitely the most prolific.
Or give people that feeling of that artist, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's like even despite the fact that you don't really look like Taylor and you sound like Lindsay Lohan, but from a distance, Taylor Swift have not become like the megastar she is today. Whose coattails would you be riding instead, do you think? Your TikToks have been popping off a little bit, like some like your little dances.
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah. You're like an inspiration. I'm like, wow, you really can't dance and you're getting so many views. I'm a real recognize real. So she wanted you to do something to be very like age appropriate, but she let you paint like a 40-year-old pageant queen. You on the show identified as a pageant girl. You know so much about pageantry. How many titles have you won? What pageants have you competed for? I'm just out of curious. I haven't looked it up.
You looked it up. I know you looked it up.
I didn't ask you.
I know you. Okay, let me give this.
My entire drag career before Drag Race was under the age of 21. So I technically was not legally eligible to compete for any pageant.
Glad we get to experience this together, and like no matter what happens like online or like what you experience on your journey or my journey, where everything takes us, to me like you will always be a dumb bitch. So, anyway, moving on. You had Sarah McLachlan and everything.
Oh, that's right. You played a part in that.
I did.
A very small part, but you know what? I love a supporting cast.
Well, I mean, my part was on screen longer than you were, but that's beside the point. We're splitting hairs here. So aside from like the skit show and stuff like that, did you have like other ideas that you wanted to do but just kind of floundered, stuff that didn't go as well as you thought it would? Other than Drag Race, of course.
Finally, June Jamбalaya's animal print bridal couture.
That's the ultimate boot. Not only did it take her out, it almost took me out during the lip sync. That is not just a garment, that's an OSHA violation.
I think the only thing difference between you and me is that in the first year I was doing drag, I actually wore cosmetics. June, are you wearing any cosmetics in this picture?
I thought you were going to say in the first, you know, the difference between you and me, I dance.
Well, it didn't help you none. But like...
Miss June Jambalaya. You know, as short as your time was, maybe you should change your name to February.
Helped me in the long run, but, you know, I don't have a degree in design.
What you're saying is that your degree would have helped you in the competition if your headband was glued down. Yeah. You probably don't view things that happen in your life as a mistake because all these things led you to where you are today.
Yeah.
But what do you think was a bigger mistake in your life? Like your descent into drug addiction or this hair?
Baby, that was in back in the day.
The little blonde hair?
Yes.
You look like...
You look like my niece.
Yeah, I again, like as she said, like I got full clearance, so I made sure this was okay before I dressed up as her religious trauma. I just, so we're clear. I was like, this would be a really funny bit, but let me make sure. But with you becoming a model and like all the accomplishments that you've had, how thankful are you that you fixed your teeth when you did?
Very.
What would you say has been more detrimental to your love life? Do you think it's the fact that you hate bottoming and the fact that you're only attracted to gay men?
Camden. I'm really happy for you. I'm glad you made the top, and I am so impressed that you managed to do it without wearing a lip for half the season.
Maddy Morphosis, when I look at you, I just think, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like you are like super busy because anytime I try to reach out, you always seem to be busy. There was even like a show I did in San Francisco, and you happened to be in town. And I remember we were gonna get dinner or brunch or something like that. But you were busy. What was going on? What was happening? I mean, a lot of like hard work. So some people may not know like who you are. Some people might not be up to date on the show. You famously dropped the ball and fumbled the bag at the very end of season 14 of Drag Race, losing to Willow Pill. How distraught were you when you only won $50,000?
Do you know I was in Helen and Gertrude's living room?
I was wondering where you were because you filmed it. You were like via Skype.
Yeah,
and it was a nice kitchen. I know
that's my kitchen.
That was your kitchen?
That's my kitchen, bitch. Don't try it.
That was a nice apartment. Where'd you get a kitchen like that? I was like, this is a nice kitchen.
How very dare you?
You said referring to yourself as the queen of 1,000 faces. Why did you settle on this one?
Well, no, this is one of the faces. I've got two faces, actually. Yeah.
Kind of adopted it, you know?
Stolen.
That's what American,
colonized.
That's what American culture is. Yeah. You can't be from the UK talking about colonization. You know, a lot of it is just kind of the bits and bubbles that we've taken from other cultures.
Oh,
call the press.
You do look like kind of my drag child here in this purple. I don't think we're talking enough about this purple.
Hopefully I got my genes from the other parent. But yeah, like with the purple, like the aesthetic. Struggle that you experienced in drag. Do you think that most of the discrimination that you received, including like the hate messages and having your Instagram shut down, do you think most of that stems because you are a plus size queen or it's because you're
I think both. Yeah, but why would I be a villain?
Because you're nefarious.
Give me 3 villainous moments of mine, quickly.
Quickly?
3 villainous
whenever
moments.
you came for Lucy.
Who is that?
That's the second one right there. And then third, you were plus size. Existing as a plus size person, that's an automatic strike. With your catchphrase being that it's always time for a cocktail and you being a sober person, do you feel like you are just an enabler at this point, like just encouraging everyone else because you're like, I'll be the DD. So
Yeah,
it's always time
exactly.
for a cocktail of your drag is that you always have your +1.
Right.
Steve of Mr. Kasha Davis. And that's been the way ever since the beginning.
That's the first
The
night.
first time.
That is our.
You look so ravishing in plastic pearls, things that you might have missed out on, or how your drag has changed, but also to show that, you know, you're more than you were before.
Right.
And like the growth, because you went from 11th place to 10th, and you know, that's nothing to sneeze about, you know?
I am not the best competitor with RuPaul's Drag Race.
You're a gentler judge. More soft-handed than RuPaul might be.
Absolutely. You know what the toughest eliminations are for me? The early ones. I cry more for the girls that leave early because I see myself in it.
Yeah.
And then when it gets to top 4, I'm like, bitch, you made it all the way. Ta-ta.
Yeah. It's like one girl goes out second, you're like, that girl's gonna be on this panel someday. She's gonna be somebody.
I just sit down and just read all the collection of it and then go home. Because I didn't want to pay for it.
No.
Well, I couldn't pay for it.
Yeah. You gave me more like Code Lyoko vibes. I don't know why. It's just what I was getting. Maybe it's because you have a big forehead, but I don't know. It's just, yeah.
Ryan, how's your last name gonna be Story? You can't even read.
Oh my God. One of your earliest performances in drag was as Gaga, which you won a look-alike contest to get flown out to New York. How bad were the other contestants considering this is what won? Like, how bad?
Oh my God, I almost threw up.
Of anime, who is like one of your favorite artists? Is it still Kamui Jack?
Kamui Jack?
Is that still like your top artist?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really into veiny anime right now.
Yeah. But speaking of like selling your art, you actually took your art to FanimeCon a long time ago. You didn't sell a lot. You made like a profit of like maybe $100.
Yeah.
But did that experience of short lines and not selling merch prepare you for DragCon?
Absolutely. I guarantee you.
Yeah, because you started when you were 21. Not to out you for your age, but most of the Drag Race fans can't do math, so you're good. But being like a D-list celebrity, you obviously are now, especially like in nightlife, you're offered probably a lot of stuff, like more so than ever. That look.
No, I had worse looks.
What do you think you should have won it for?
I could have won it for the palm tree look.
The palm tree one?
Yeah. I mean, it was like, it was what it was.
The palm tree one, I feel like you said earlier, great ideas, not the best execution. I love that idea.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
You were on season 11, All-Star 6, and Canada versus the World. What franchise do you want to lose next?
Damn.
Both like our own entertainers, and we're both individuals, and the constant comparing us to each other, it's hurtful, and I just feel like
Ribbon bows around my shoulder and I'm only getting older. Mama, don't make me put on the dress again.
What would you say is the worst part about your illness? Would you say it's the bodily deterioration, the side effects and hassle of your medication, or people always asking you questions about your illness?
You got some nerve.
If you had to rank them.
What?
I was so terrified of what people were going to think of me on the season. That's why like I would never even dare to call you a Make-A-Wish drag queen. Like I would never. That is too f***ed up, and it's wrong. You were showing me pictures of like, you like I was giving trade back then, and there's like one, you had like a little goatee, you're giving a mug, and you have like a little skirt on.
Yeah, I was in high school at that time.
What's the worst category for you that you tried to do and it just chop every time?
I've none. I've never been like.
You said they're all chops.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
You think it's given Linda Evangelista?
I don't think it is.
She said, I don't think, period, stop. She doesn't.
I struggled for like a month to get this outfit.
You
like,
struggle getting into it too.
I got my people outside waiting for you.
It worked out for you because I mean, you got on TV, you got on Drag Race, you know, your life changed with that.
I don't know how. To this day, I don't know how because I said
we don't either.
It was. Well,
you were like in high school. You looked like the traditional like stoner kid. I think it's the soul patch. But I think maybe it's the soul patch, but you definitely gave very like zoinks energy. Was that like you were really popular, or was it like a girl in the wheelchair type situation?
It was.
Don't cry out loud.
Power dynamic when you were first on because you were dating a winner at that time.
Yeah.
You and then after the show, you made a successful podcast with Willem, who is also infamously famous in the Drag Race fandom. Have you like always been a coattail rider, or was that also just luck and happenstance?
You did it. She did it.
But like with most drag queens, like post show, they focus on just like club gigs. At what point did you decide to weaponize your platform to become a mediocre pop singer? Like when did you make that decision? But post Drag Race and outside of your performances, you revolutionized the world of drag when you became another white man with a podcast. Whenever you teamed up with Willem over at Mom.
You could do what Bob the Drag Queen does. Sometimes she will release her own verse of these songs.
I think it's corny.
Tell her.
I think it's her verses are good, but I don't know. It's like whenever queens do like, this is what I would have wore on this episode if I was on this season. I'm like, it's kind of corny. Polly, Pan, she, her, and hism. How you open to everything except criticism?
So, but with the views that you express online and the audience that you've created also being more left-leaning, do you ever worry about alienating your audience whenever they find out that you're actually a blind patriot America stan? It's just another white person with a podcast yelling at the camera.
Because what they said is they don't want a white woman to have a podcast, and I said, watch me, okay?
Be the change you want to see in the world. You're the Gandhi of the internet. People say that about you.
And you know what? The ripple effects are still being felt today of the impact I'm making.
Like so many people knew who you were, but you were making no money off of it. Zero. Do you feel like you're kind of going in a renaissance with that right now? The same things happening all over again? Just everyone knows who you are, but you're not making money?
Oh my God, you're so mean.
I feel like a throwback. Have you ever looked inward?
I should have never came for Valentina at that reunion.
Honestly. Team Valentina. Did you ever have someone do the thing where they hold the dollar out and then take it right before you grab it?
Nobody did that to me until after Drag Race. What is that?
I think for you it's karma because you did that to people on RuneScape back when you used to scam people.
Where do you find this out?
Because All Stars kind of created this conception of you that you were like this delusional, clumsy, whiny person, but you were just delusional and whiny. Do you feel like you were misrepresented when you went back to All Stars? Somebody else? And yeah. So then,
Thank you so much for having me, Maddie.
Thank you
by the way. This was so special.
Thank you for making time in your busy schedule. You know, I know you got a lot of us sitting at home and playing RuneScape. So, you know, thank you for taking the time.
My little print in the pockets. I was proud of those pockets.
Yeah, it's like your drag, it's like TJ Maxx, you know?
It's Nordstrom Rack.
Yeah, the seams are done, it's hemmed kinda, and it's a great bargain.
Bargain is a stretch.
I think it's cool that even though you are like a nightlife performer, that you still find time to spend with your kids, which it probably is easier since you're not that booked, but the fact that you're able to, you know, find these opportunities.
As a matter of fact, Whiplash is hard to watch because that wig, like the people, I was standing my ground.
That wig was the Whiplash.
It's I mean, it wasn't enough to whip or lash. Like it was very flat.
But on top of being flat, it is also a great deal on Amazon. So get yours today.
It's $40.
How would you say though that your drag character now is different from Miss Miss Dontantalissa Aisha Smith?
That's what Jasmine's brain sounds like when she falls. That's gonna be my knees and completely.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be an all-night affair for you.
Well, I look like a woman, so I can pass on the street, but I understand why you would need to, yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You go first, just like on your season.
Yeah.
Like, oh, a flaw. Okay, next. So you want to be as perfect as you can all around. The hair, the makeup, the whole aesthetic. And I feel like going into drag, I'm like,
disregarded
I
those
need to have fishnets. I need to have nails. The hair needs...
And then they clock you because there's a hole in your fishnet.
There wouldn't be.
Oh.
And they'd have stones on them.
Shampoo.
Shampoo. 7 years ago.
Okay. So you were like 29, 30?
No.
I'm calling you old.
I know. But if I was, sickening, right? Look at that.
You walk into the workroom and the first thing out of your mouth is filler queen.
Yeah.
Have you always been like someone with the gift of foresight, or was... Hey guys, welcome back to Give It To Me Straight. I'm your host, Maddy Morphosis, and when I'm with my guests, I say yes, mama.
Oh, shit.
But with Adora being your friend, why did she let you walk out of the house like this?
What's wrong with that?
What's right with that?
Well, you know, it's giving her real hair into a wig, which I think is really creative.
There's a wig in there?
There is a wig in there,
Okay.
Mama. I pulled the front out and
Yeah.
zhuzhed it into... See, you did go to Facebook. You are shady. And
First, like, kind of learning that you were non-binary, and now more recently identifying as a trans woman.
Yeah.
Why do you think it took up until your 40s?
Whoa, Mama! Whoa, slow down. Slow down, I'm 35. I just turned 35. Don't you put me in my 40s.
My mom made me this dress. This is the age where she was still making my clothes. Yeah.
Now you make your own.
Innocent. No, I hire people.
Oh,
Thank
Amazon.
you.
Right.
Yeah, Amazon now. You're definitely wearing Amazon now.
I am.
2009.
2009.
Yeah.
So 2009, you hit the stage again. What was it about like becoming a drag king that was like so important to you that made you want to get back on the stage? Like what happened in 2009 where you're like, the world needs this? Like what?
What is it like to be on top of this mountain doing all this stuff and then looking back at yourself 4 years ago when you were asking people to help you pay your phone bill on Twitter?
It's wild that like, well, first of all, how do you know that? Because that's like, what did you like look up to see that?
I did my research.
Like the way that like my college worked, it was like we had to take like harmony and like ear training classes. They're like music theory classes.
Oh, those are the ones you fail.
I hate
that.
music theory.
That
So
explains
those are the
the
ones
first.
that I would
Yeah,
fail.
that explains the EP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
And joining me on the show today is the true Miss Congeniality of season 16, Miss Plain Jane. I can't tell if you're being facetious or if this is a true story.
It's all real. Again, I would appreciate it if you like took me a little more seriously.
For some reason I find it difficult.
I don't understand why, but whatever. Anyways, out of drag.
I
I'm
like
coming
your
out
little
of drag.
short sleeve button ups and stuff.
Yeah. Like
I saw the memes that people were tagging me saying that you look like Maddy Morphosis.
Right, exactly.
And I was like, I would never be caught dead in those shoes, like little Skechers.
Well,
no shade. I'm just
no. That's fair, but you know,
just me personally. I'd be caught in something worse.
Clown, you know, dancing for pennies and coins.
But you're doing both. Like you're succeeding at capitalism and you're a clown dancing for money. But
yes,
but you know that money has a comma in it now. So
well,
whenever you finally got your degree, like was your family like really like happy and proud that you got your degree, or were they more upset that it was just in communications?
Okay, so see, this is where you start with me. I'm sorry, it's just
so you tried to avoid confrontation at all.
Exactly.
That makes sense because I was gonna say like you didn't look like a kid that could fight. Like you didn't. This is not a kid that threw hands. So.
Oh, he's so cute. I miss him.
Little him.
I would love to like travel the country in drag and just eat food.
Do you want to lean into the burger brand more though?
Why did that sound so shady?
In light of everything that's transpired recently, do you wish that you took like one less sewing class and one more dance class like at school? Like just to tip the scale a little bit?
Shut the up.
We both are balding, irrelevant. Both got on drag. We both like more like effeminate than most people.
You're talking about because this is my real hair.
Oh, okay.
This is I just snatched this up earlier.
We're gonna work our way back up to college, but I want to take it back for a second. Back to like little Robbie, like a young kid, little Kansas. Back whenever you had hair, like what was it like for you growing up in Kansas? We had the overlap. We had the same hair back when we did. But I mean, going to the show and like with the dance moves that you had, you knew you weren't gonna win. So why didn't you just bite the bullet, go home a little sooner so you can help her? You know, it just seems very one-sided of a relationship. Is all I'm saying. So Cynthia, you are seen, you are valued, and some of us love you.
Hi, it's Q, and I just want to say congratulations, a major milestone.
I hate you. I hate you
The people.
so much.
I just want to remind you of the people in your life, how proud of you they are, and congrats again for making it onto the show.
You are rotted for that.
All all your successes.
So sneaky.
But like whenever you go to a drag show, you're singing live. Obviously, audience members don't expect that at a traditional drag show. Would you say that you leave the audience captivated or captive to your singing?
Both.
Both?
I'm really lucky to have that support. Actually, I don't take it for granted.
Because you don't get it here in the U.S.
I don't get it.
It's nice to know that somewhere out
Definitely
there.
don't feel it here in Vegas. And theater drag is just never the same as like drag. It just isn't.
Well, Fred Not, it gets crunchier because in 2014, you also showcased this young lady.
Oh my God!
You look like Tina Belcher, but as someone dealing with alcoholism, would you say like in your drag career it was a harder battle dealing with alcoholism or battling your bone structure? Like what was the harder battle for you?
Now the show
to be fair, some queens they do and they just try to make it work. I think Silky is a queen that talked about how when she was getting ready for Drag Race, everything she brought to the show is what she already had in the closet. And, you know, just kind of tweaking stuff, you know. Well, I mean, we saw what she wore, though, so blessings, question mark. But, you know, it's... The baby, was there ever, like, were you treated differently as children? Or was it really just copied and pasted experiences?
No, we were treated very differently in the sense that...
Got hit more?
Yeah.
That's why you are the way you are.
Me and Spice, we had, like, natural, like, raw performing ability.
We saw.
But, yeah.
Followers you had, as many, like, views as you had in your videos, surely someone was affected in a positive way. Probably a lot in a negative way, because you probably inspired a lot of kids to do drag.
Right.
So financially, you ruined a lot of people. But there's probably a couple positive stories in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's hope.
Yeah. But with season 15 and your sibling going much further than you in the competition, because she was better than you in every way, what kind of what kind of effect did that have? You're the blueprint. You really are. It's just like going on Drag Race, doing awful, and then becoming famous after the fact. I'm just like, goals, honestly.
Okay, so now you're saying that you're here for this season.
Yes, I like it.
But are you here for it? Okay.
We cutting that one too?
No! Okay.
They really keep giving you this job.
Girl, that just shows you how bad Bianca and Bob are. They keep calling me. From everyone, really. I mean, that's on me.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think you've been doing a job, and you know, I know you don't have a lot on your plate going on right now, so I'm just really happy for you that you got to do this, and you know, got to put yourself back out there again. So.
Thank you. You look like you've had a lot on your plate over the years.
You look like you left nothing on the plate. Oh. Did you even like, were you even a fan of the show to begin with? Because I think you said once in a tweet.
Oh, you're a dirty girl.
We're getting started. But before like you were aired on Drag Race, you posted, you said, "Let me go see what that RuPaul drag show is about. I hope it's not too gay for me to watch." Like in hindsight, looking back, like was it? Or I mean, you're already familiar with the runway because way before like drag and ballroom, you were hosting fashion shows in like your high school. A little throwback for you. Oh, you are the host.
Didn't want to touch it.
So take us back though, because like, what kind of kid were you back then? Like, take us back to the beginning, before the veneers. Like, what kind of kid were you? Before the braces, singing and live performances. You also have some more like unconventional live performances that you've done before, and I'm just really curious, how difficult was it to bring those bathtubs into those venues? I don't know if people have seen before. You've done, it's a joke for the audience, the die-hard Drag Race fans.
I was just going to say, the die-hards.
Yeah.
But
people that actually watch the show.
I watched the show.
You watch highlights on Instagram. Anyway, go on.
Twitter.
Go on.
But yeah, no hormones, baby.
Natural.
Oh, natural.
It's 2024. This is what men look like.
Yeah,
This is the peak male performance.
Build a bear.
Right here. Build a bear. Hold on, Bob. Like growing up, like way before you started to do drag, though, you were really into like modeling as well, and like from a very early young age, like all the way from the beginning, you were into modeling.
Way. Where do you get this photo?
You were like striking poses, but yeah, you were modeling so early.
Yeah,
but honestly, that's not my favorite though. I think this one is like my favorite. It's because you really get these poses. That's
you are so I cannot.
Well, I mean, Coco's a compulsive liar. You can't touch her. A liar and a terrible human being.
Hi guys, welcome back to Give It To Me Straight. Unfortunately, Alyssa Edwards couldn't make it today, so in her place we have the one and only Coco Montrese.
Wow. Hi, everybody. She stopped what she was doing and flew in to see me.
I told you to stop trying to walk up the stairs.
Well,
Just
I'm
take
like
the
90
ramp.
years old. I'm like
Yeah.
90 years old. Digging it. I mean, it's a lot of orange.
You think so? You think it's a little too much orange?
No, I like the orange makeup though too.
I tried to break it up. I put a little pink up in the eye.
And you put the pink in the eye.
Little pink
You're
in
gonna
the
need a
eye.
little bit more pink in that eye.
And of course, I got the trademark OG Coco Montrese contacts. Where did y'all find these back? Who started this? Lala, you're quitting drag as well?
No, I'm not quitting drag. I'm not quitting drag, but I'm just, a little bit more subdued and laid back. And
you just haven't had your nap today, is what you're
no,
trying to
I'm
say.
calming my inner demons. So that's what happened.
It's just like a testament to how grueling like the touring cycle is, because you don't even be dancing that hard.
It
and
is.
it still got you,
What you mean I don't be dancing that
It's
hard?
just crazy with how it does
Wow. I'm a mover. I used to work for Disney. So I was a performer at Disney. And
that was back in the day. Were you like a Steamboat Willie? Is that your character you played? Because it was like OG Disney, right?
Wow.
You were worried that how you would look, because I don't have filters on these cameras. That's
you
what
don't
it
have
was.
filters? Oh no, this is over.
I rubbed a little Vaseline on
The
yours.
interview is
Don't worry
over.
about it. It's
No
okay.
filters for real?
But speaking about your illusions that you do, have you ever thought about doing like other characters or something more age appropriate, like Gladys Knight, Diana Ross?
I like doing the older characters.
She just walked up to this little kid in the crowd and said you were the most beautiful person, that she just wanted to put you in makeup. So what was it?
Oh my God, how do you find... Oh, I can't stand you. That was my Michael Jackson look too.
Walk us through that.
Oh, we love lesbians.
Yeah. Well, you did too. You were willing to fight for them.
Oh, I love lesbians. Lesbian rights forever.
Yeah, and if anyone has a problem with that. But just looking at us right now, these are two vastly different looks, but they're both things that, for the most part, have come from your mind. I feel like you have such a unique eye for fashion.
Unique, yes. But then when she found out I was doing drag, she called me and she was like, "You have to stop this."
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think you probably should have.
Oh my
God. I think she was probably right about that. 'Cause we probably shouldn't have let that happen.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that's like say that was the first time stepping out in drag, but it wasn't the first time you ever wore a flat wig. So and it won't be the last either. What was this girl about?
This girl really was feeling myself, and everything is sexier in a wig.
Well, I don't know about everything. I don't know about everything. And you made it through the background check, despite the fact that you once committed armed robbery.
Oh my gosh.
At Papa Murphy's.
Papa Murphy's. This is my favorite job.
But since being on the show, like you've traveled the world, you've gone everywhere. Have you performed at Mickey's yet in WeHo?
I haven't performed at Mickey's, but
have you not been able to get booked because you left them a bad review in 2018?
Oh my gosh, did I? No, I did not. Is it because they overcharged me and it smelled like shit?
Yeah. But like you say your drag was like different from Orlando. How was it? I mean, obviously we've seen like your drag. It is very eclectic, a little bit different. But how was it different?
I set the standard. It might be weirder.
This is the standard. This is. We used to be a proper country when people like detox
Right, now
for
we're
walking.
proper. Oh, can you say that on YouTube? Sorry. Carolina, that's when I started really seeing like just how bigoted.
Was it because you dressed like you were the main character of Drop Dead Fred? Is that why they were?
Well, I
judging
am
you?
the main character of Drop Dead Fred. Dior lip glosses that I use are really like sweet and yummy.
You used to be eating makeup. That's why the way you are. You got lead poisoning from eating
Sniff
makeup.
glue, eat makeup. That's what happens.
But like Madonna at age 5 and vintage cowboy shirts in high school. What other hyperfixations?
I can't stand that you go and find all these pictures and look at those flip flops and my long ass finger toes.
Yeah, you have some grippers. And I look so. I was trying to find some pictures. I couldn't find any of them. The oldest picture of drag I can find of you is this one.
I hate you.
That's the oldest one that I can
Detox going after
find.
with an old crowd. That's at the time was like, I mean, I'm always extremely busy, but you know, I was crazy busy.
Yeah,
and
you're
didn't
booked.
wanna-
Looking at your Pinterest mood board, like it's definitely like.
Is that public?
It's not. I found it. I know, but it's. But like your house and
Deep
everything.
stealthily and finding what are you doing?
What message would you like to convey to all the liberals out there that want to take our guns? Like, what would you say to them? What would you?
That is so.
But is it true that your parents thought you were a moche prince at one point in a past life?
A what?
A moche prince in a past life?
A moche prince?
Yeah, in a past life.
Yeah. Wait. How do you know that? She's doing good. She's doing good.
Because now she has a famous drag queen child that can finally pull their weight. What were you doing at this time? She's working like 5 jobs. What were you doing?
I was just, you know, this very cute little chubby kid, always drawing.
The chubby kid. So you're eating up all the food, okay?
Yes, I did a whole presentation at acting school.
New Year's 2013.
Yes, I showed that during that class. And
Well, if you were so proud of it then, why aren't you that proud of it now?
well, no, because you know.
What are you
Fuck
hiding?
you.
But yeah, like with how successful your drag career has obviously taken you, are you almost like glad that your acting career flopped? Like, do you?
Yes, actually, yes. Internationally.
Yeah, I saw the video. You did the makeover with her. It had like over 4 million views.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't watched the video yet, this is the makeup that she did on her. It's a really good watch. Definitely
Yes.
check it out. Terms or something. I used to know more because I used to play a lot of Sims when I was
Oh,
younger.
I love The Sims.
The Sims?
You know, I
Because
always.
you knew the language, so it's a lot more fun probably.
Would you like to see me on All Winners?
Yeah, they need filler queens for that too. That'd be great.
Oh, that was too easy. But we don't get eliminated though.
Huh?
We don't get eliminated.
All the more reason for you to go back.
You Maddy.
Who is your favorite pop icon and why is it Tiki the Parrot?
How do you know that? Tiki the Parrot.
Hi guys, welcome back to Give It To Me Straight, the breast show on YouTube. I'm your host, Maddy Morphosis, and joining me on the show today is all the way from Dragula Season 5, the winner of Hot House Season 1, and you may have seen her on other television appearances such as Botched, Miss Fantasia Royale Gaga.
Hello.
Hello. What you talk about going through the changes of you like as a person, because obviously we know the physical ones because you don't look like that anymore. But in between like... Hi guys, welcome back to Give It To Me Straight, the talk show where we help queens turn a new leaf. I'm your host, Maddy Morphosis, and joining me on the show today is the perpetual runner-up of Drag Race, all the way from season 13 and All-Stars 8, Miss Candy Muse.
What is the tea, honeybee?
I feel like Drag Race is something that was like always on the horizon for you because like you were lip syncing all the way back in like high school. Like you were lip syncing diva all the way back then.
What is that video?
No, you turned down the mission.
Well, it was either the mission or drag. You know, and well, here we are.
So you could have actually done something with your life, but say you're doing whatever.
You know what? I could have. Yeah.
Now you're hanging out with Lana Del Rey and beefing with Azalea Banks and just.
And then Lana and Azalea Banks
getting insulted by Drag Race. You were destined to be here. Like you were, where you are today. It was always there. Are you and Tamisha better now? Are you on better terms?
You know, we're not on sticky terms. Not in a bad way. We just don't speak. I think she's actually here in Vegas. If I'm not mistaken. But no, she's.
So you're saying is like if you see Tamisha, it's on site.
She was like, "You're not my mother. Don't talk to me like that." Which I have a way of speaking to people sometimes, but that's neither here nor there.
We know. You deserve more. Is there anyone in the house you haven't beefed with? That's a no. Speaking of fighting.
But think about it now. If I would have got eliminated, you wouldn't have seen the alien look.
That's actually my next question was this look. What was up with that? But a lot of people don't know that Kennedy actually walks like categories and stuff. Not face, obviously, but she walks categories like best dressed.
Kennedy does walk face. She walks drag face. You seem a bit shocked.
Huh?
You seem a bit shocked.
That's awesome. I love that for her. Interview you done since like all the weight loss and stuff?
It is.
Oh my gosh. People are gonna think I got a camera filter on or something. Hey guys, welcome back to Give It To Me Straight, an ADA certified talk show. I'm your host, Maddy Morphosis, and joining me on the show today is the multi-talented Miss Congeniality of season 14, Miss Cornbread the Snack Jete.
Did you just say ADA certified?
Yeah.
You just started. Some time ago. I think we've gotten past that now.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you're out doing shows and stuff. You're staying busy, so you're putting you out there putting the weight on it. Less weight now on it. That wasn't even a read. You was like,
it wasn't a read, but it was just a little too natural.
No, but like Miss Congeniality, like how do you feel carrying on like that title, despite the fact that you're always fighting with people online? Like, how do you juggle the duality of those identities?
And cross country is like obviously like long distance running. I was chubby in school, and
I didn't run it. Like most of the times, I've always been like last place.
Yeah, you said
But
rolling.
I literally roll.
You said downhill, you smoke everybody.
Let's go. I will walk.
You're back at home. Now you're watching the show. You see the second group and you see my episode with the talent show. Did you feel any kind of way whenever you saw me doing like live guitar, whenever like you were also a guitar aficionado yourself? Because I think you even I think just like me, you also play guitar with your tongue here in a minute. Wait, where is it? I think, hey, wait, where is it?
How?
There it is, yeah, see?
100 times.
Yeah, it's also easier like performing for like drag audiences because they're just dumb drunk people, and so you know you're getting naked doing backflips. They're gonna be mesmerized regardless.
Exactly.
You can do that in a potato sack.
Yeah.
And have.
And I have.
Yeah, but you know, talking about like the camera quality and everything, you were actually supposed to be an alternate for season 1 of Drag Race. And with like what your drag was looking like back then, you kind of wish you were, so you got that season 1 filter on it.
Oh, wait, hold on now.
What?
Then, because like even season 2, my makeup, as you can see, was not that good.
This was in the Atlanta mall. This is what she looked like walking
Oh my
around.
God, never. You know, so I love that part of myself so much more than I ever thought I could.
Okay, in that case, we'll throw up a random picture of you. You have like red hair. You're doing like a weird squat thing. You're just wearing underwear.
Oh
You
yeah,
look like a
I was
Smeagol.
19 in that picture.
Hi guys, welcome back to Give It To Me Straight, where we don't tolerate quitters, we interview them. I'm your host, Maddy Morphosis, and joining me on the show today is one of my favorite quitters, the Miss Congeniality and Golden Boot winner of season 13, Lala Ree.
What a way to start the show. If people call me she, obviously they see what they saw, a beautiful, lovely, luscious woman, honey. So if they called her what they saw.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about Atlanta clubs is the lights are so dim. So shout out to all the Atlanta clubs.
Shout out to all the Atlanta clubs.
Because it's all coming apart. But then after the lip sync, it's like miraculously somewhat together. So they probably took a pause to help you kind of stitch yourself together.
They take me up in
They take
between
you up.
takes.
They got the field medic out there to piece you back together. It was
Iggy, so what can I say? Fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fancy.
I mean, I don't think you're singing well enough to clock the sisters like that.
I don't know.
We don't put autotune on the channel. You're good. Don't worry about it. I know a lot of people have been wanting to see a revamped version of it, especially when you went to All Stars, but one never came to fruition. But I have it on good authority that you were planning to make one.
Yeah.
'Cause you had like a whole inspo board and everything of like ideas for it. So why didn't this ever get made?
How did you get I did marching band.
You were on the symbol line.
Yeah.
You were-
Oh,
wait,
wait,
no, where did-
listen.
You were on the symbol line.
Oh my God. What? How did you? I don't even know what this picture is.
Well, the craziest thing isn't that you were in the band. The craziest thing is that you had so much hair back then.
Oh
That's the
my
crazier
God. Are you
part.
putting these pictures? Where you putting these pictures at on this? Well, I was like pencil thin at that time because I wasn't eating. Like I was just constantly dancing.
Oh my God.
Nonstop. Yeah.
So did you stop dancing? Is that why? Like, never mind. Moving on.
Yeah, please.
I watch it on my TV. I watch it real big.
Well, it's because you have astigmatism. Yeah, you got the cataracts.
Can't say anything.
Yeah, deep dive, but I try not to get anything too crazy. So like no mugshots today. You know,
Good,
no.
because that one got
stickers.
expunged. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep lip syncing while jumping on this trampoline with dead fish.
I feel like there's no other drag queen that is so synonymous with dead fish. It's kind of.
Baby, I'm dead and I'm fish. Okay. Give it to me straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, not to interject and like judge you too much, but I feel like I haven't seen a number of yours that I would have been like, oh, she's gonna get hurt. You know? But go on.
But I also
think
think
normal
it
people
might
don't
have
do
been
that.
that I was just fat and eating on stage.
More than one thing can be true. You
so
know?
you admit you're fat phobic.
No, I'm just realistic. But like all the craziness, like being in like filth and jumping around, going crazy, doing the numbers. Like, were you always like that? Like as a kid, were you like eating bugs on the playground, doing craziness? Like, or were you like different? Like, was it just like watching your first John Waters film and something clicked? Talking about that high school though, with like the superlatives and everything, you were actually voted most likely to be on the cover of the National Enquirer.
Exactly. They knew I was crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know what the
And like, sure enough, like you actually were. like
Oh my God.
things come to fruition. Well, I was gonna say, like, I think you might have actually had like an earlier brush with drag, and I say this with only like not 100% confidence, but I'm pretty sure this is like you circa 2008. This might have been
Oh my
one
God.
of the first appearances of Baby Meatball.
I don't know.
But like, whenever you did get in drag for the first time and like stepping out, like, what was it about like performing in drag where you're like, the world needs to see this? Like, what was it? Why were you like, this is like, they need some of this. I need to get out there. I'm like the Meatball for a more sensible.
I will tell you, I'm
conservative
gonna steal
taste.
that necklace.
The necklace? Oh, you need to. You keep wearing the same one. I was going through your pictures, and I was like,
I will leave.
I was like,
went through 4 looks of trying to figure out what to wear, and I was just like,
"This is what you settled on."
Get out, girl! Yeah, she.
Well, I mean,
very much the one and done. She
might have had more kids if not for you, but then she had you. She was like, okay, no, just the one, just the one.
She did
in a
say
different
that
universe.
Lot. She did say that a lot. She was like, I don't know if I could do another one of you.
Yeah, but like you said, like with how you look now, it's like makes it a little bit slightly easier pill to swallow. But this would have been too much for her. This would have been for you. It was like having an existential crisis in the back of a Burger King, right? Isn't that whenever you?
It's a McDonald's, but
oh, McDonald's.
That's before we could eat it. When we could.
Created personality, you know what I mean? Like whatever persona you've created, you know?
Yeah, but with Mystery, you get to be your plain, boring self.
I guess. Right?
Yeah.
So maybe I should think about that next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanity will not take you anywhere. Humility. Humility.
Oh, humble pie. That's what I've had.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you need. Yeah. Well, they also, whenever you finally did go, they knew it wasn't you because what you were wearing. They're like, oh no, this is not sponsored.
I was super petite.
It's like hard to imagine you with long hair too. So I'll put a picture for people.
Oh,
so they can,
God.
Like, yeah, I didn't print it off here, but just so people can.
I have really long hair, which is insane.
Tie, we sewed it, and now my shoulders
you
are
just have to
perpetually
sit
like this.
Yeah.
Because I'm broad too. I'm not like Nina West broad, but I'm close. I'm close. I got broad shoulders too. But anyway, I digress. Well, I can't help but notice today you are a little more masked than I've ever seen you. I think
mask.
I think it's just the facial hair, but
okay. Very gender fluid, especially sexually. I feel the fluid in the gender. You know what I mean?
It's just KY jelly. That's all that. That's what the fluid is.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Spit.
Astroglide.
When I say gender fluid, I mean spit on it. I didn't get to go to Australia, but my costumes did. Last year they were exhibited at the National Gallery of Melbourne at their
the costumes
triennial.
Were easier to work with. They weren't so. But like with your drag, like obviously fashion is a big part of it, and like the presence and the energy, but dancing isn't so much of it. Like despite the fact that your mom was actually a dancer. When you were a kid, did you have like a really like active imagination?
Yes.
'Cause I'm assuming you had a lot of thoughts considering like your head was that big. Like it must have been full.
Look at how cute.
With that in mind, do you feel a certain level of resentment towards Trixie Mattel being known as the renovation queen, despite not even knowing what an Allen wrench is?
And they said they felt very inspired and motivated by it. So
yeah, I would say as someone that's been on the show, like I don't have any plans to like quit drag, but it does feel almost.
Keep going.
You got me on that one.